of Xbox is now a degraded product.
You on this stuff again, man. I should have known better, bro. Like, I try to give this dude Dreamcast guy a chance, but now all I'm going to say is, off with his heart! Off with his heart! He is a fake Sega fan. He is not a real Dreamcast fan. Off with his heart!
That Xbox Game Pass continues to get worse.
Here we
and
go
it's hurting
again.
consumers.
Here we go.
Now,
I mean, like I said, man, if you want to go out there and pick up your little big boy gaming pants and buy games on Xbox, proceed to do that. Ain't nobody stopping you, man. But for you people to get this angry because Microsoft provides their consumers an option to where they essentially can play these games through their own subscription service, what is the problem? Like, I really don't understand the problem of Game Pass Ultimate, especially when it has everything to do with video games. It's Game Pass. Like, what's wrong with you people? Why are you guys so obsessed with Game Pass, man? Like, that's crazy, bro. But go ahead.
Or something like that, we're going to block the deal. Obviously now, in 2024, the deal didn't get blocked. The deal
And
didn't
that's why you fanboys are upset.
go through. But the FTC is still trying to do appeals. They're still seemingly trying to overturn this.
Nobody cares,
I
bro.
want
It's
to make it
already
clear,
done.
I don't think this is possible. I'm not sure there's
Like,
ever
why
been...
are you guys so worried about this, bro? Like, just sit back and play video games, man. Why do you guys care about what's going on within the government, bro? Like, explain to me, what does this have to do with video gaming, right? You guys always want to make gaming so political instead of just sitting here and playing with your PlayStation 5 controller. Oh, I forgot, this don't have any games for you people to play, man. Like, this is absolutely embarrassing, man. You people hit in your 40s and your 50s, and you still out here acting like a child.
In a completely finished merger that's been undone. People are basically just making fun of the fact that the FTC is even still doing this. I do honestly think this is the biggest point. The party has ended an hour ago, and he's still here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds like a PlayStation fanboy to me, man. You know, they still out here arguing about console wars, even though the war has already been finished.
The American government, I think it's honestly just the fact that, obviously, these are a bunch of, like, lawyers and anti-monopoly people. They're this person a while back. It was like this party girl, very fun person. She wanted to stay at every single party, though, until 3 a.m. And obviously, I'm a very old man. I should not have been dating somebody like that. But I would oftentimes fall asleep on the couch like an old man.
Look at this, man. That's crazy, bro. Everybody else out there, you know, enjoying the party. This man just sitting there dreaming about video games. Microsoft, Phil Spencer, Sarah Bond, man. Like, that's crazy, bro. I even think I see drool dripping down the side of his mouth. Like, this is ridiculous, bro. Man, like, you should be enjoying yourself. He even admitted that he's an old man.
Yeah. She had to wake me up and it was time to leave. And a lot of times I had to tell her, like, hey, I'm super dead tired. The party is basically over. It's only you and the hosts at this point. Let's wrap it up. The FTC is starting to feel like that. Like, man, at some point, you got
Let's wrap it up.
To dig into this. We're not going to block it from going to Nintendo. We're not going to block it from going to PlayStation.
And what do you think Microsoft has been doing? Why do you think you have the benefit of playing Call of Duty, right? So you're saying that Microsoft is lying, but to me it seems like Microsoft has kept true to their promise, right? I mean, to be honest with you, Microsoft is handling your own platform. Microsoft is putting more games on your own platform than Sony themselves, man. You guys want to sit there and talk about what's the point of having an Xbox? What's the point of having a PlayStation if all I'm buying a PS5 for is to play Xbox games? When I can have the benefit of playing them day and date on the Xbox, including Gears E-Day and some other offerings that they have. I'm sorry, bro. Microsoft has single-handedly won, and all you people want to do is cry and complain. Go ahead, bring up the hardware again. Go ahead. But then once you bring up hardware, then we got to talk about how bad your games are selling, right? Because they both go hand in hand with each other.
We're going to continue to sell stuff. Even newly developed stuff is still going to be going to other consoles.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's interesting that this new tier is something that people are considering a lie. Now, some Xbox fanboys are laughing. Xbox played the FTC like a fiddle. They'll continue to do so. So some people are almost saying, like, yeah, it is a lie. They did totally lie, but that's okay. A lot of the people, though, I did think it's interesting that a lot of this stuff, we all knew the price point for Game Pass was unsustainable. Don't get me wrong, the access, it's worth it, but for the folks who don't play any of these games, they're now forced to pay extra money
No,
to.
they're not. No, they're not. See, what are you talking about force, bro? If these people don't want to pay for the extra services of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, they could just downgrade their tier and just essentially pay for online. No different than what you do on PlayStation. Are you forced to support the PlayStation Premium even though it offers you nothing, or you could just do Essentials and support and buy the games that you want? There's nobody forcing anybody here, bro. The fact that you guys think people are being forced to pay more money, even though there's different tiers for different types of people, shows you that you people are finding anything just so you could bash Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. It's actually quite sad.
Access to multiplayer and other games they do
No,
not.
because if you just want multiplayer, just pay $75 a year. You do the same thing on Sony. Matter of fact, PlayStation is higher by $5. Ain't nobody complaining about that. You know what I mean? But like I said, bro, fanboys got to do what they know best. Fanboy.
Xbox fans attacked the FTC relentlessly for fighting to stop the merger. The results are closed legacy studios, degrading projects.
So we're going to sit there and act like, hold on. So we're going to sit there and act like the Marvel Spider-Man 2 multiplayer game didn't get canceled. How about that Last of Us Factions? How about Days Gone 2 when, they pitched it to Sony and they're like, nah, this game didn't do good on Metacritic. What are you talking about? Where's Japan studios? Where's London studios? Where's all these studios that Sony has? That or should I say legacy studios, right? And they didn't even acquire nobody. Okay? So you people want to sit there and actually point the finger at Microsoft and say, look, people losing their jobs. But, bro, I don't care who loses. I want my games, bro. I don't care.
And thousands of job losses.
Nobody cares,
they
bro.
They complain about Xbox.
We ain't losing in games. Why does that bother me?
But for some reason, they've been ignoring what other platforms have been doing with their subscriptions.
Like what?
I mean, it does suck that, in general, I do think the FTC could be digging into other stuff. A lot of people are talking about the fact that the FTC has been rattling this cage for the last 6 months. They've also been saying, like, hey, straight up, they're not going to raise the price, but they did. Now, they could say, oh, well, PlayStation raised their price, so we're just matching.
Yeah, and they raised their price for absolutely nothing while providing no new features.
Inflation. That excuse, I think, does work. I don't think they're going to undo this merger because Game Pass got 25% more expensive. I think it's just interesting that there are lists of statements now that straight up seem to be absolutely untrue. So oh, we're going to increase the price. Oh, well, we said we weren't going to do that. They stated Call of Duty would be available on Xbox Game Pass. Now they're releasing a new version of Game Pass.
And it's still coming to Game Pass, though. It's just coming to Game Pass Ultimate. That's like me saying, oh, I want access to the PS3 title, PS1, PSP titles. Well, guess what? You got to pay for the premium tier. It's the same thing. I want game trials to my new favorite games. I want game trials to my PlayStation 5. If you want access to that, you gotta pay for the premium tier. So whatever you're saying that, oh, Xbox Live, bro, day and date is still going very much alive on Microsoft's Game Pass Ultimate subscription service. You're saying that it's not there. You guys are just mad at the fact that Microsoft is still offering these features as well as another option for other gamers. What's the problem? Sony's doing the same thing. Also, since I pay for the essential tier, should I have access to all those classic games you was talking about? You have to have the premium tier of PlayStation to be able to do that. Why do that, guys? Let me pay $80 and let me get access to more content. That's not how the world works, bruh. You people are the same type of fools that think you can walk out with a limited edition of a game and pay the same price as a standard copy. Bro, what do you, all right, bro. It's not even worth explaining with how dumb it is.
It doesn't actually have it. We want to ensure that the acquisition of Activision after closing the deal, it's the type of thing where
here we go.
I do not think they can unmake this. Even if somehow they manage to splinter part of the company or go back to the trials. I mean, at this point, even if for some reason, and this isn't going to happen, but even if somehow,
bro, get to the point, bro.
It's interesting that waived and they undid the deal. Activision is kind of screwed. They can't
Here
hire
we
back
go.
all these people. They've gutted
Doesn't matter. A lot of them were overlapping positions.
entire departments and stuff like that. Microsoft has probably already canceled games and stuff.
Yeah, see. But we're not gonna sit there and act like Sony haven't canceled games. Sony hasn't completely abandoned studios. What are you talking about, bro? Like, didn't you have a video talk about how they don't have Killzone and all these other games back? And look at that, pointing the finger at Microsoft. You see, this is all they do, bro. Like, I should have known, man, when he made 3 videos talking poorly about Play, I should have known he would have got back to doing that. And before people say, well, that just shows you that he's neutral. No, that just shows you that we got him. That's what it is. We got him. He had no other choice because people was roasting him in his comment section. Now he's back to doing the same thing.
Deem as not profitable and not worth it. But it's interesting that Microsoft's deal is clearly starting to shift. Microsoft's idea of success is no longer about selling Xboxes. It's about selling Xbox Game Pass. It's about them trying to find ways to boost profit.
So Sony's trying to sell hardware and Microsoft's trying to sell games to a subscription service? What?
At any cost. I do really think that Microsoft's idea...
Bro, Netflix is $22, $23 a month, and y'all complain about Game Pass Ultimate. Hulu, $18. Bruh. Like, let's be real here, man. At the end of the day, bro, this is like, bro, I remember when Netflix was like $7.99, bruh.
The gaming industry has begun to pivot. You can see it with something like this, where I see a lot of Xbox fans... More and more, I feel like the conversation is comparing Game Pass to something like Netflix.
Yeah,
you never
just for games.
Own your Netflix shows. You just watch them.
So okay. Because I know a lot of people that use Hulu and Netflix, so they should just unsubscribe from them services because they don't own them.
You enjoy them, and then they're gone. You know, they're in your memory, but you don't own a physical disc. You don't own the show.
Some people don't want that. Why do you care what other people have? You should just be happy that they still provide options of having some form of physical media. Why are you complaining about how other people consume their video games?
I think a lot of Game Pass people have begun to think of it like that, of going, okay, I'm paying a fee to experience it, but when there's not a big new show, or in this case, a big new game, I'll unsubscribe. And I feel like they're just
most people don't unsubscribe from Netflix. Most people don't unsubscribe from subscription services. That's not how it works. Maybe you ponies looking for these $1 deals because that's all you guys was doing on Xbox because y'all don't have the money to be able to support it. But hey, man, like I said, bro, people, once they lock into a subscription service, a lot of the times they stay there.
As bothered by these continual price increases.
Like, what are you bothered about it? I thought you buy games. Why are you bothered? Why are you bothered about something that you don't support? Like, you don't even support game. Well, he does, which is crazy. But I'm just saying, it's like, why are you so worried about something that you believe sucks? You should unsubscribe, don't be locked, and then buy your games with your big boy pants, right? But no, you want to sit there and complain about how gamers have options to play games the way they want. Like, really? He reminds me of this dude I used to talk to that would complain about digital and all that. And then as soon as he seen the sales of digital, he went straight digital. He even bought a PS5 digital version. I'm like, yo, and I was like, yo, ain't you a hypocrite, bro? I thought you said people buying digital was harming the gaming industry. And all he could sit there and say, oh, but those deals is good, though. Exactly. So be quiet, bro. Because at the end of the day, you people ain't nothing but hypocrites. You claim that, oh, I like physical media, but you sitting there playing free-to-plays and you're playing all these digital online-only games. Like, bro, come on, man.
Listing it here next to Hulu. I kind of, no offense to this gentleman, I'm not calling him a liar or anything like that, but I cannot believe that somebody would pay for Game Pass Ultimate and PlayStation Plus Premium unless you're as dumb as I am. Now, I got PlayStation Plus Premium on a discount during the Black Friday sale. I bought a couple years of it, but it is interesting to me that I think Game Pass wants to be thought of like this by the Xbox fanboys. I think they want to just treat it as something you can enjoy and then leave whenever you want. Game Pass numbers are going down. They're going down, and they've been continually going down.
There we go with
and
the
that's
lies.
Part of why this price increase doesn't shock me. But I think the FTC's complaints, they make sense, but nothing's going to happen from this. I think it's just interesting to talk about. So I'm chiming in to basically say they're not going to undo this deal. They're not going to rip these companies apart.
It's already done. It's already done.
stuff come to Game Pass. I mean, I'm pretty much at a point where I think I'm done with Game Pass personally. Maybe I'll get Game Pass for PC instead of Game Pass Ultimate on my
It
console.
doesn't matter. Regardless of where you decide to play your Xbox games, you're still locked into the Xbox ecosystem. It doesn't matter if you play it on PC and Xbox, bro. Doesn't matter, bro. I love when people act like, oh, I'm just going to do it on PC, as like if you're avoiding giving money to Microsoft. You're giving money to Microsoft regardless, bro. That's how stupid you people sound, bro. Now you're giving Microsoft money even on your own platform. I just love when people are like, well, I don't need an Xbox. I just play it on PC. You're still giving Microsoft your money. So why does it matter? Like, you people are so foolish, man. This is why nobody takes you guys seriously, because you guys think by supporting Microsoft games on PC that you're not paying them. You're paying them. You're still giving them your money.
But at this point, I think the done deal is done. And you can't undo it. I don't know. This is just off the cuff thoughts. What do you guys think about this? Please.
I'm telling you, man. Here we go. Xbox caught. Like I said, man, this was a great video. And I'm not saying Dreamcast guy doesn't have the right to criticize Xbox, but then you've added things like, oh, it has increased no value. I'm like, what are you talking about? There's no lack of games. I'm like, well, huh? What do you mean? There's more games coming out. I mean, you can talk about the price increase all y'all want, but to say that there's less games coming to it now, well, we got Black Ops 6 and a few other games. Come on, bro. Now I got to call you cap on that, G. But hopefully you guys enjoy this video, man. Like I said, Dreamcast guy, he's always, like they say, once a fanboy, always a fanboy.